Story 1.
I was yelled at today by a male coworker and clapped back. Still unsure if I did the right thing. I'm part of a team of 6 developers and I'm the only woman in the team. We have several teams and I get along well with everyone. I'm usually thought of as nice to everyone, and joking around etc. I've heard several coworkers tell me that they enjoy working with me. Today I got into an altercation with one of my male coworkers. He is stubborn and is known to have outbursts at people. Especially if we don't do exactly as he wants us to. He seems to struggle with nuances and gets mad at you if you don't solve something code-related in the way that pleases him. He has been working at this company for over 10 years, whereas I've been here for a year, so there's that. I've never been micromanaged by someone as much as him, and he is not even my manager or boss. In short, the altercation was this: I was handed a document with descriptions of how certain software components in our codebase is intended to work. Some of the descriptions are newly revised, so I have to rewrite code to fit the new description. The descriptions were unclear, so I decided to email the engineer who had written the document. He is very well versed into the system design of these components. We can call him M. As I was typing my email, my male coworker exploded and was yelling, "I know these things, you should ask me. Stop bothering M." I'm usually cold in these situations and don't really care about his outbursts, but this one really caught me due to his usage of the words bothering. I was typing a 2-sentence email, and he made it sound like I was sending M 100 of emails. I looked back and responded, "I'm sorry, are you my boss or something?" I'm emailing him because I want his explanation since he has written this document. And he responded by saying, "You're so rude, that's so rude of you," and I was like, "Yeah, then go and cry about it." When I said the last words, the entire landscape went quiet. Usually no one stands up to this coworker and he is having angry outbursts without anyone stepping in, and this is the first time I stood up for myself. Did I do something wrong in this situation? Like, is it normal to have these outbursts at coworkers? I'm second-guessing myself all the time, but I really feel like he is the unreasonable one.
Now for the top comments. Okay, you aren't the asshole. He went ballistic and has done it many times before. Telling him to cry about it is definitely not nearly as bad. But it wasn't a smart move. Instead, what you should do is every time he lashes out, report it. This is the only way he will ever stop or be punished. If not, and it happens to you, then it's insanely clear that you don't want to be in this company. There is plenty of demand for people in IT, and a lot of companies are even desperate for female employees or over the moon to have them. Good luck with this nasty issue.
I have a coworker that's similar in how he responds when I'm trying to dispatch him on a call or anything. This last time it happened, he was yelling how other workers could have covered in and kept saying how sick of this he is, and I just turned around and stared at him a minute and responded, "You know, I am too, because of you. How about we do our job and everyone get along?" And he hasn't had an outburst with me since. Sometimes these guys let their experience go to their head and will think they know everything and too good. This is not at all a dig to all, this is just what my first-hand experience is.
The part where you told him to go cry about it was painfully immature and doesn't reflect well on you. Next time, tell him that how he communicates is uncalled for, his outbursts are disrespectful, and in the future you won't respond to any unprofessional behavior.
That was a poor decision. When a coworker is acting poorly, you never lower yourself to their level. Now if HR gets involved, you are both in hot water.
Story 2. Am I in the wrong for ordering alcohol?
I'm currently on a solo trip in Tenerife, all-inclusive to save having to look for places to eat by myself. The hotel has club-style seating, meaning that all tables are tables of 8 and people get sat together. Apparently it's to encourage a sense of community and conversation. Last night, I was seated first and had a glass of wine. A family of 5 got seated at my table. 2 adults and 3 children. The mother turned to me and said, "We do not wish to expose our children to women drinking alcohol." I smiled and said perhaps they should ask to move tables if it was an issue, but I would be drinking the wine. They noticed I was on my own and made passive-aggressive comments about this. I went up to get food and on return the wine had disappeared. A waiter came over and asked to see my wristband for the all-inclusive, and said the family had told them I was underage and must have sneaked away from my parents. He was very apologetic and returned with a fresh glass of wine just as the family came back with their food. Am I in the wrong for then requesting the waiter to bring me the full bottle along with a couple of shots of vodka? The family stormed out the restaurant when I drank the shots as they arrived at the table.
Now for the top comments. What family goes to an all-inclusive in Tenerife and doesn't expect to see women drinking alcohol? They will have to blindfold the children.
The women part is particularly bothering me. Because if Opie was a man, there was no problem at all. What's the logic behind that?
The audacity to go lie about you being a naughty child that sneaked away to alcohol. What the actual hell? But also, it's only offensive if women drink alcohol, so it's okay for a man to do that? That's misogynistic. Why shouldn't a woman get to enjoy herself?
You are an absolute legend for requesting the full bottle of wine and vodka shots. This level of pettiness is something we should all aspire to.
Story 3.
My girlfriend is mad that I don't want to babysit her nephew on Father's Day.
On Sunday, it's Father's Day. My first Father's Day. I want to spend it alongside my girlfriend and our 7-month-old. However, her brother asked us to babysit his kid on that day because him and his girlfriend want to go out. When my girlfriend asked me, I politely said no as it's my first Father's Day, and I would like to spend it as a little family. She got salty and a little mad, and is now being passive-aggressive. Her brother doesn't like me, and the feeling is mutual, and we don't speak. He only talks to my girlfriend when he needs a favor. His kid is great, and we've babysat him multiple times. On my girlfriend's first Mother's Day, it was just us 3. I don't know why she can't do the same for me.
Now for the top comments.
Tell your girlfriend that unlike her brother, you intend to be a good father. It's therefore important to you to spend Father's Day with your child, not babysitting another man's kid, because this father doesn't want to spend Father's Day with his child. Does she intend to not spend her future Mother's Day with her child? Is this the type of mother she wants to be? You better know now.
Actually, since brother-in-law apparently hates his own kid so much he does not want to spend Father's Day with him, the petty in me would agree to babysit for the day. I would then do amazing Daddy Day activities with both kids. A trip to the zoo or aquarium, a visit to the coolest ice cream salon in town, takeout pizza, and cap it off with an animated movie and a ton of candy. Good luck trying to get nephew to sleep later. I would then spend the entire day posting to social media, boasting about how I got to be a bonus dad for a day to my nephew because his daddy and mommy wanted the day off to enjoy a date. Brother-in-law was trying to ruin Opie's first Father's Day. I instead would turn it into a super fun memory for myself, my son, and my nephew. Lemons to lemonade. I bet that is the last time brother-in-law will try something like that. But it will be a core memory that his nephew will never forget. Screw him.
Story 4.
So my boyfriend invited me to dinner with his old college group. One of his female friends, who I've never met before, came late, looked me up and down, then said, "Oh, so you're the current one. Cute." I was stunned. No one laughed. No one corrected her. My boyfriend just kind of chuckled awkwardly and changed the subject. I sat there in silence for another 20 minutes before excusing myself and leaving. I took an Uber home. He called me later and said I embarrassed him by making it a thing and that I should have just been chill because she didn't mean anything by it. He wants me to apologize to her for walking out like a child. Am I in the wrong for not tolerating that kind of blatant disrespect?
Now for the top comments.
The people who should be embarrassed are the friend who made the remark, and your boyfriend for not shutting her down.
His friend was openly dismissive of you in a rude way. The implication is that you are such a temporary figure that you're not even worth treating with respect as an actual human being standing in front of her. This is not just a jab at her friend, your boyfriend, for changing girlfriends often. Presumably, it's direct disrespect to you by not treating you as a person worthy of respect in your own right. If your boyfriend expects you to apologize to her, then maybe he sees you in the same way she does.
If you have any story to share, check the description below, and you can be featured in a future video. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one.